Alright. Quick disclaimer, people. Quick disclaimer. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, recording live from the mothership. All of that. Quick disclaimer. This game that you're about to see, the commentary is not live. So I'm gonna be commentating it as if it's live. So what happened was I played the Champions League final. All good. No problems. And then, at the moment, I don't have a lot of space on my system. So what had happened was somebody broke in and they deleted it. And they didn't. I accidentally deleted the audio file for the Champions League final. So I still have the gameplay. Luckily, if I didn't have the gameplay, I'd be fucked. Luckily, I still have the gameplay. Deleted the audio file by accident. Been sitting here for about a week. I haven't been sitting here straight for about a week. I got a job and shit, you know. But been trying to just think what the best thing to do was. I was going to do maybe a post-con, but I don't want to do a post-con for the Champions League final and just do one game, a 3-minute Champions League final, right? It needs to feel like a Champions League final. So, in the end, what I decided to do, like I said, luckily we still have the gameplay. I'm just going to commentate over the gameplay. I'm just gonna watch the gameplay and commentate as if I'm an actual commentator. Like I'm watching the Champions League final. I'm gonna commentate. I'm gonna make it seem like it's live to basically give you guys the best. Make it as close to as it would be if I was doing it live, right? How we usually do it. So just a disclaimer, so people are, well, he's not really playing the game, and why, bro, you ain't onto nothing, you ain't slick, bro. So yeah, I'm not playing and commentating at the same time for this one. I did play and commentate at the same time, but like I said, I lost the audio file, so I'm gonna commentate over it again. Champions League final. I could have replayed the final, but I don't want to do that. Like, you know, I play the game. I play every game once. Whatever happens. And yeah. So yeah, just a quick disclaimer. Enjoy the video. Yeah, I'm about to go and commentate and watch this Champions League final. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys are ready for season 2 because it's about to get lit. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, bitches, welcome back to the channel. We are here recording live from the mothership. It is not only the Champions League final. It is not only an El Clasico, but it is an El Clasico Champions League final. Does it really get bigger than that? I don't know if I can tell you. I don't know if there's ever even been. It might be the very first El Clasico Champions League final of all time, and it is only here to be seen on RainKeroseneyt. It does not get much bigger than this, and unless you are a Real Madrid fan or a Barcelona fan, these next minimum of 90 minutes are going to be something that you can sit back, relax, and enjoy on a level that has never been, and it's never happened before. It's an elite spectacle for everybody to sit back and relax. We're here at Sanderson Park, aka Walmart Allianz, as Barcelona take on Real Madrid. And just to add a little bit of spice, just to add a little bit of excellence, a little bit of excitement, a little bit of tension, a little bit more to this battle right here between two fierce rivals. Barcelona have just pipped Real Madrid to the La Liga campaign in these past weeks. So, I mean, on the final day of the La Liga season, Barcelona have taken the title away from Real Madrid. It is just, the story is written in the stars today in a Champions League that is much bigger than any other I can imagine. I mean, you speak about the biggest clubs in the world, you can think about Real Madrid, the history that teams have in the Champions League. You know, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich is a Champions League final, that another one that I don't think has ever happened, but I mean, it is about as big as it can get. But the fact that we have an El Clasico, the fact that it's Real Madrid Barcelona, the history that these two sides have in all competitions, you know, and with how the season has ended this season, I mean, it is a spectacle of massive proportions. Obviously, both these two teams have played against each other numerous times this season, and I think you would say Barcelona have the upper hand in the encounters as Real Madrid get us kicked off for this one. Missing Toni Kroos, of course, picking up an injury on the final game of the season. Unfortunately for him, he is out of the Champions League final. Still Casemiro in the squad, as you can see. Luka Modric also. And Freddy Valverde gets the call up to replace Toni Kroos, as Real Madrid, Casemiro fires it into Valverde, and I mean, for a player like Valverde stepping into a final and you wanna get him as comfortable as possible, you're not really giving him the opportunity to work his way into the game there from Casemiro, firing the ball at him, and maybe not giving him the best of confidence as he's not been able to control that one. But Barcelona come up the other side, and Depay's shot is blocked, and it comes out to Pedro Neto, and he's got a couple players this opened up for Karim Benzema, and Karim Benzema had Vinicius Jr. wide open to his left-hand side, and all he had to do was square it, and it's Oscar Ningueza right there who's got a crucial block, but Benzema just gave him the opportunity. I mean, if Benzema just plays it across to Vinicius Jr. on the left-hand side, Ningueza has no chance of blocking that, no chance of stopping it. And Benzema's decided to go all alone, and that is an opportunity that could haunt him at the end of this game as the ball's gone into the box. And dealt with well by Barcelona defenders. The attack is still on for Real Madrid. And Alaba's cross eventually is sent out for another corner. Massive opportunity from Real Madrid just 6 minutes in to open the scoring in this Champions League final. Got themselves another corner. It's whipped in from David Alaba. Doesn't even clear the first man, and Barcelona are able to get the ball out. One beautifully from Dani Carvajal to stop Sergio Aguero getting onto the end of it. Karim Benzema had a brilliant season so far this season. He will be one of the more dangerous men on the pitch. We've obviously seen multiple games between these two sides, like I said, and Sergio Aguero has been a thorn in the side of Real Madrid, so he's another one who you got to keep your eye open for in this one. A lot of dangerous players, and that's exactly what you expect to see in a Champions League final. We're seeing also in a Champions League final, that's also a derby. You expect to see some tough challenges, and that's exactly what we just got from Dani Carvajal. Pedro Neto signing up for the same thing, getting himself stuck in as it goes out for another Barcelona throw. Real Madrid really the only ones that have been threatening in the early 10 minutes, getting off to a better start. Ball comes down the left-hand side, and Dani Carvajal's in there again this time. Wins it fairly according to the referee. It's played down the line to Neto, who goes back to Eder Militao. Real Madrid have had the majority of the possession early on in this game, and have been the only team to really cook up any type of threat on the opposition box. As they come forward again, working it down the left-hand side well, but Mingueza again intercepting that time with a very important touch on the ball. Barcelona have themselves an opportunity to come forward. Not enough players supporting Sergio Aguero, but he does a good job holding it up, bringing players forward, and Memphis Depay finds Jordi Alba, who made his way in between Militao and Carvajal, but Militao was able to clean up well inside the box. Here's Luka Modric being able to get himself on the ball for one of the first times really in the game, and he finds Pedro Neto down the right-hand side into Benzema. Benzema back to the Portuguese man who joined in January, had a really good season, puts in a dangerous cross into the Barcelona box, and it is cleared out eventually, and Barcelona able again to get on the ball and maybe create their first opportunity into the game. 17 minutes in, Dembele comes inside, and a very good run from De Jong. And it's Pedri, I think, who forced the first save of the game. And it's Thibaut Courtois, who's had himself a fantastic season in between the Real Madrid sticks, and gets the first save of the game, as I said. First shot on target, and it comes from Barcelona, despite Real Madrid having the majority of the possession and being in the more dangerous positions of the game. Barcelona, from the resulting corner, end up working their way all the way back to their own box, but get themselves back in an offensive position not too long after. They work the ball right back into the offensive areas, and Dembele's done a brilliant job getting past Mendy. And again, Eder Militao is the man who deals with the danger. Another player who's had a fantastic season for Real Madrid. And we're just seeing two of the best teams in the world at the moment from this year, last year of football, going at it. And it's played down the left-hand side. Vinicius Jr., he's got men in the box, a lot of people to aim for, and the cross is just not good enough from Vinicius Jr. That's something that throughout his time at Real Madrid, his short time at Real Madrid, we have seen questioned. And in a Champions League final, you need to put those questions to rest. Final ball, not good enough from the young Brazilian. A lot of players he had in the box, Benzema notably one of them. He was able to find a little bit of space, and Real Madrid are really creating the better half chances, if you would say. Opportunities to create an opportunity as Barcelona try and go down this right-hand side of Real Madrid again, and Dani Carvajal really seems up for this final, and he plays a beautiful ball down the right-hand side for Pedro Neto, and we'll wait and see what Pedro Neto can do with it. He's going inside the box. Vinicius has made a run, and Vinicius Jr. has put Real Madrid forward 1-0 up in the Champions League final. Just over 25 minutes gone in this final, and the Real Madrid fans inside Sanderson Park are rocking this arena as they've gone 1-0 up. Dani Carvajal, massive part played in this goal as he sent Pedro Neto down the right-hand side. Pedro Neto done a brilliant job to just buy this time, and Vinicius eventually came to that near post. And for as well as Marc-Andre ter Stegen has done this season, especially against Real Madrid in the games they've played, Vinicius Jr. has done a brilliant job tucking that one away. Only a second Champions League goal of this campaign. And it doesn't really get much bigger than that. Champions League final opener against the biggest of rivals, Barcelona. Absolutely magnificent scenes here in Germany. Real Madrid go 1-0 up. Barcelona coming down that right-hand side again, trying to make something happen. Depay plays it into Pedri, but again, Eder Militao is just there to clean it up. Real Madrid have had a fantastic start to this Champions League final, and they come out with the ball again. Pedro Neto gives it away. But Barcelona really, I mean, need to step their game up a little bit. I mean, for a lot of other players in the world, a lot of other teams in the world, sorry, this is enough, but they've given the ball away wastefully. Modric plays it into Benzema. Is it going to be 2-0 already? It is! It is! Karim Benzema doubles Real Madrid's lead in just over 5 minutes between both goals. The Frenchman puts Real Madrid 2 goals to the good. Is given away recklessly in a dangerous area. And, I mean, we're talking about some of the best players in the world on show today. You give the ball away to any 2 players, I doubt Luka Modric and Karim Benzema are going to be anywhere near the top of the list of players you want to see on when you give the ball away in a situation like that. Barcelona have gone from absolutely fine in this game to in serious trouble now. 2-0 down in the first half of the Champions League. There's still plenty of time in this game, but I mean, they've got to make something happen. They've really got to make a change, even if they're not going to score right away. And they've got to do something down this side, because Dani Carvajal has been nothing short of brilliant as he looks for Vinicius Jr. And Marc-Andre ter Stegen does come out and clean that one up. Maybe Barcelona needs to slow it down and really think about their game plan in this game. They get the ball in between the lines, and they've really actually got right up against Barcelona's back four. And again, Depay tries to take on Carvajal, and he just can't get past him. I apologize if you guys can hear, you know, I'm actually moisturizing my hands right now. Live on air, yes, we do that. We don't get ashy. We don't get ashy over here on RainKeroseneyt. But we have just over 5 minutes left of regular time to play in this first half. And Real Madrid, they're in dreamland. If you're a Real Madrid fan, if you have any connection or ties to Real Madrid, you are absolutely loving life right now. I mean, does it get any better than this? As a Real Madrid fan, I have to ask you guys, I mean, send in your thoughts at halftime. We'd love to read them. Does it get any better than this? 2-0 up in the first half of a Champions League final against Barcelona, who have just picked you on the final day of the La Liga campaign to the championship. Does it get any better than this? I don't know. Absolute scenes. I mean, we don't write anything off right now. Barcelona have a squad that's more than capable of turning this around. But when Real Madrid are playing as good as they are right now, when they're on their game, I mean, coming back from 2 goals down, it doesn't matter who you are. That's a tough ask. Especially when Real Madrid continue to come forward and create chances. They have been the better side in this first half. There is no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Barcelona really needs to step their game up, and they have to come out all guns blazing in this second half. They've given the ball away again Dani Carvajal is just everywhere in this first half as Luka Modric takes the shot from range. Nowhere near the target in reality, but it's just another assault on the Barcelona goal as we take another look at Karim Benzema's tidy finish that put Real Madrid 2-0 up in this game. If you are just joining us, that was the second. It was Vinicius Jr. who put Real Madrid 1-0 in the lead after Dani Carvajal sent Pedro Neto free down the right-hand side, and he was able to pull it back to Vinicius. And Real Madrid they've really been on top for 90% of this first half. They've been the better side. They're good for their lead. Barcelona, really, we need to see a change. As again, Luka Modric is having too much time on the ball, and he's played a brilliant ball into Vinicius. And luckily for them, Mingueza is there again. And who knows how that would have went if he wasn't. That shot was clearly on target. The referee's blown for at halftime. And something needs to change for Barcelona. Absolute scenes in the Champions League final. That man's been brilliant for the first 45 minutes. Real Madrid as a whole have been brilliant. It's 2-0 at halftime. Make sure you join us for the first half analysis. And make sure you return for the second half. Barcelona have some work to do here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second half of this Champions League final. We stand at 2-0 in favor of Real Madrid. Barcelona really offered nothing offensively in this game in the first half. Build-up play wasn't bad, but I mean, they really need to make something happen. Maybe I would consider switching Depay and Dembele, or maybe giving them a way to double up. But Real Madrid have come straight forward in this second half, just as they left off in the first half. Not even giving me a second to really get into the second half. Hey, I just sat down. Let me take a swig of my drink as Vinicius sends the ball wide. It's crazy. I was gonna say maybe a way to double up because the form, the form that Dani Carvajal is showing at the moment. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to really break him down. And even once they do get past Dani Carvajal, they have Eder Militao there. They have Thibaut Courtois. They haven't even tested. They really got to start testing Courtois, because I mean, they might spend their whole 45 minutes just trying to figure out a way to get him behind. They get him behind, and Thibaut Courtois is there. They've got him behind right now. Can they fashion a shot on goal? Dembele is biding his time. He's gone back out to Oscar Mingueza. Back to Dembele. Right now, Real Madrid are just kind of holding their shape. It's gone back to Dembele, who stays on the right-hand side. He tries to cut in. Beautifully done between the two of Alaba and Ferland Mendy. We've done a good job. They found Freddy Valverde, who tries to go over the top to Vinicius Jr. And I mean, you wouldn't even realize that Real Madrid are really missing Toni Kroos. And just over 5 minutes into the second half, Barcelona have decided to take off Sergio Aguero, and Luke de Jong is coming on. Very interesting decision. For as much damage as Aguero has done to Real Madrid throughout this season, it's a very interesting decision to make. Final game of the campaign to take him off. I mean, maybe there's something wrong with him. That's the only thing that really comes to mind that would make any sense, and that's beautifully done to Pedro Neto, and a little bit fortunate for Pedro Neto to come out with the ball. Benzema's made a run in behind. The Frenchman has received the ball. He's got Vinicius, and he's just overhit the ball to Vinicius Jr. Unfortunately, he keeps it alive, puts it into the box, and Real Madrid just continue. Right now, they are battering Barcelona without finding the back of the net consistently. They are battering Barcelona. Barcelona really just can't handle Real Madrid at the moment. They can't seem to keep up. This is not the Barcelona that we've seen become champions of Spain over the past 9 months. They are being absolutely outplayed here in the Champions League final. For your levels to drop this much, I mean, we have to give credit to Real Madrid, of course. Real Madrid are playing out of their skin right now today, but you can't allow your rivals to play out of their skin in the Champions League final. You have to shut them down. And Barcelona are just not doing that so far here today. And I mean, before you know it, without even looking, we're all of a sudden 60 minutes into this game, and time is running out for Barcelona. They really have to make something happen, and they're trying down this right-hand side again. They've got him behind. Pedri pulls it back. Memphis to de Jong. Blocked again by Eder Militao. It's been sensational, and there he is again. Eder Militao, and just cool as you like, plays it out from the back to Pedro Neto, another one who's been brilliant today. And all of a sudden, Real Madrid have the ball in control again. Real Madrid are really starting to walk away with this game. I say run away, but I mean, they're not even breaking a sweat as it is right now. Barcelona really need to, I mean, they've made a change to bring on Luke de Jong, and that is clearly some sort of tactical change, but we haven't seen the actual style of play change since he's come on. They're still playing the same, and that would obviously favor Aguero, so it's a really weird decision that they've made to make that substitution, but we'll see how it fares. Barcelona, they're moving the ball around very well right now, but it's just not what they need right now unless it comes with end product. And they try and work their way down this right-hand side again, and Dani Carvajal is just shut it all down. And Dani Carvajal would have to be man of the match in this game right now. He's been absolutely flawless. He made one missed time challenge early on in the first half, got himself booked for it. Rest of the game, he's not made a single mistake. Approaching the 70th minute of this game, Barcelona still find themselves 2-0 down, and really in this second half, I mean, they've looked a little bit better, but not nearly as much as we'd like to see them. I mean, it's almost uninspired from this Barcelona team, and for players of the quality that they have, for players of the caliber they have, this is really unacceptable from Barcelona. You know, this is the biggest game of most of their careers. You look at the players who are on the pitch, a lot of them very young players like Frankie de Jong and Pedri and such, and this is the biggest game of their career, and you would expect them to rise to the occasion for players of this class. Real Madrid actually have a chance to come forward again. It's fallen to Valverde as claims for a penalty, brushed away by the referee, and that could have been dangerous for Barcelona. That could have been game over for Barcelona right there. They play it long to Luke de Jong, and they can't even win that way, as Real Madrid are just a real quick example of, I mean, sums up this whole game, and played up long to de Jong. Luke de Jong is beaten in the air by Militao, and then Dani Carvajal, absolutely perfectly timed challenge to shut them down on the left-hand side. And two substitutions being made by Real Madrid, one from Barcelona, as it looks like Harvey Barnes is coming on for Memphis Depay. Real Madrid bring on Eden Hazard down the right-hand side, and it's actually Ferland Mendy who's come off, and I wonder if that has anything to do. We saw him, he did pick up a knock earlier in the game, and we're seeing obviously David Alaba now playing down this left-hand side. So Yonchu has come on for Ferland Mendy in the middle. He's going to see his first Champions League final. This time, last year he was playing for Leicester, and now he's in the Champions League final for Real Madrid. Brilliant scenes for him. But, I mean, again, each time you look up at the clock, it just looks a little bit more dire than Barcelona. And losing a Champions League final is one thing. Losing a Champions League final to your rivals is another thing. But a whole other story is losing it in this manner, where you could really say Barcelona haven't even turned up today. You could say they haven't even turned up today, and that is unacceptable. I think every player on the pitch today for Barcelona should almost hang their head. They should really be ashamed, because I mean, the one thing you want to be able to say is that they left it all on there today. And honestly, you can't really say that about them, that they've left it all out there today. And Real Madrid can take all the time they want with this free kick. They've got Hazard, Alaba, and Benzema standing over it. It's Hazard who takes not the worst free kick in the world, but also was never really looked like it was going in. It looks like it was always bending away from the goal. It even started outside the post by the looks of it. And it's just weird. I mean, you look at the body language of the Barcelona players right now. You look at how long they did take to set up and take that goal kick. You would think, I mean, look at this right now. Look at how much time the Real Madrid players have on the ball. Alaba's had all the time in the world to lift his head up and spray a pass like that. He's not executed it to the best of his ability, but I mean, the time being given on the ball, even now with just over 10 minutes of regular time to play in the Champions League final. I mean, look at this. Look at how much time Barcelona are taking. It's almost as if they're resigned to defeat in this game, which is unbelievable to even consider. I mean, Real Madrid have been by far the better team today. And they got two early goals. They got two goals back to back, and it seems like that just really knocked all the wind out of Barcelona. And I mean, that would be understandable for almost any other team in the world, but for a team the size and what you expect out of Barcelona, that's just not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. And you would like to think that the manager could get more out of them in a situation like this. So questions have to be asked. I mean, they won the league title. But I think questions have to be asked over this performance. If Real Madrid have themselves another opportunity, I think it's Hazard has played it in behind for Vinicius Jr. Are we going to get a crescendo here today from the Brazilian? He cuts inside, pulls it back, and is smashed across the post. I think it was Hazard. Oh no, it was Karim Benzema, in fact. Are we going to get a replay of that? That was absolutely, almost technically flawless between every player involved. What an attack. Real Madrid have come out with their tails up today. They have absolutely... I mean, we spoke to RainKeroseneyt at the end of the La Liga season, and he made it very clear that Real Madrid were going to come out and perform today. He made it very clear that after the way the season ended, they couldn't afford to come out and let Barcelona roll them over. And they've come out and they've done the complete opposite. They've rolled Barcelona all the way over. They've put Barcelona in the tightest of spliffs today. Barcelona, they're just not to be seen today. What an amazing goal that would have been. That would have gone down in history of some of the best Champions League final goals. On the volley from Karim Benzema, absolutely cannoned off of the post. Absolutely just amazing from Karim Benzema. Unfortunate for that to not find its way into the back of the net. Barcelona still somewhat in this game. We've seen wilder comebacks, but they've given it away again to Dani Carvajal, who, I mean, for me, if it's time to pick man of the match, I think it has to be Dani Carvajal today. Dani Carvajal is my man of the match. It's just been fantastic. Just been fantastic. And Valverde taken down by Barcelona. And Real Madrid could just run the clock out now. They could waste as much time as they want. It looks like Barcelona are looking to make a change. One player on the bench is warming up. They have a sub remaining. But really, at this point, it doesn't seem to matter. Real Madrid are going to be claimed, they are going to be crowned, champions of Europe. Once again, the absolute dominant force in European football. The golden standard, as many would call them. And one of the things that RainKeroseneyt did point out when he took over as Real Madrid is he wanted to do exactly that. So set the standard for other teams. And first season in Spain as Real Madrid manager, and referees called time again, and like I said, we're over the allotted time of added minutes, and in just a few moments Real Madrid are going to be crowned champions of Europe. As I said, RainKeroseneyt's goal well on its way to success, and this could be a new era really for Real Madrid, as Barcelona have just given the ball away again. Not that it matters. The game has come to an end. Only one team was ever going to win it from the very beginning. The moment this game kicked off, Real Madrid had their tails up. They came out with a clear game plan in mind. Every single Real Madrid player on the pitch was on their A game. That man included. Eder Militao has had a fantastic season. Propelled himself from almost a prospect in many ways to one of the best premier center defenders in the world. And that's something that we've seen for a lot of the players in this Real Madrid team this season. RainKeroseneyt has really leveled up their game. He's really raised the standards here at Real Madrid, and it looks like this man has them well on their way to greatness again. The Champions League is heading back to Madrid as they're gonna raise yet another. I can't even. I don't know what you call the 14th in Spanish. La something, as Real Madrid, champions of Europe. 2-0 win over their fiercest rivals. It's taken RainKeroseneyt not even a year to taste his first bit of European gold. Silver, shall we say. Glory. And we'll give you guys, every Real Madrid fan, a moment to enjoy this. Karim Benzema lifting himself another Champions League trophy. It's something that is not, it's not rare over here in Real Madrid, you know, the taste of success. It's something that is expected from many of the fans, but it's also something that it never loses its appeal, you know. Every single time, I'm sure it feels just as good as the last. And Real Madrid, you can see, they're definitely enjoying it this time. Real Madrid, they deserve it. They came out, they've done the job. They've been brilliant all season long, especially in the Champions League campaign. They've defeated Manchester United, They've defeated Chelsea, Bayern Munich on their way, and now Barcelona, the champions of Spain, they have defeated to become the champions of Europe once again.